First, we're gonna learn how to check our Triglavian standings. First, you go to your character window or your character sheet. It can be found in the top left corner. Interactions. Then you find standings, which should be default. And then you can try to search for Triglavian or Trig. There we see Triglavian Collective and your standings for them. You can also check for Edencom. If you can't find any of these Edencom or Triglavian, this means you've never interacted with them, meaning that you're starting on 0, which is good. Now we're going to look at what ship you're going to fly to be able to increase your standings. If you go to the fitting window and you search for Cormorant or Corm, you'll see we have a fit under a corporation here, marked with a star, called NEPF-Razzia Sniper LSP. We simulate it and we see that we can fly everything. If there's nothing showing up here or no CPU or power grid issue, you are good to go. But you can also check here by loading one of the ammo types we have. You can first of all load the targeting script in the simulation to see what your targeting range is. Mine is 103. And then you can load the long range ammo, which is the Navy iron charges. You pull them into the fit like that, and you hover over your guns, and you can see your range. I have 88 and 97. That's good. If you have a bit lower, that's fine. Okay, then we're gonna buy the ship. You click here down here for open multi-buy. You open it, and we are in Jita currently. And it loads all the modules from market, and it gives you a total price of 9.6. You click buy, then we right click on the fit in the fitting window and do multi-fit. And now nothing is red, so it says we have all those things to assemble the ship. We click fit rigs and click fit. And now we have our ship in the hangar. You can search for Corm. And there is our NEPF-Razzia sniper. We can get into the ship right now. Filaments and Pochven. So we need filaments to get to Pochven. How do I find them? You open your market here in Jita. You clear all the search criteria. And you go down here in the tabs to trade goods. You find filaments. You go to Triglavian space inbound. That's a filament we will need. You pick one, preferably the cheapest one. You can check around here. I'm gonna pick a border one. You buy one. Then we're gonna look for another filament. It's the Triglavian outbound filament. This will get us out of Pochven. And there's one specifically for one player here called Glorification 1. We'll pick that one and buy one. Now we have everything we need to get in and out of Pochven where we can farm the standings. So we go to our inventory. We go to our item hanger and find the two filaments and drag them both into our ship. Just before we undock, you need to make sure you have insured your ship. Do platinum. Then you need to form a fleet with yourself. So right click yourself, either in the chat or right click yourself and do show info. And then click on the 3 dots and do form fleet with at the top there. The fleet window appears and you're now in a fleet with yourself. Just to quickly check if all your rigs are fitted and all your modules are on and that you have your filaments and ammo in cargo. Okay, so it's time to undock. So we'll go ahead and do that. Once you've undocked, you can use our Insta Undock bookmark here to get away from Jita. We can also group our guns and sort out our modules so they're in a preferred spot. We can load our scripts, our targeting range scripts, and our long range ammo. Now we're gonna quickly talk about how to make a safe. You warp to anything like this station, and you open the bookmark window by doing Ctrl B, and you call it safe. When you're in the middle of the warp, you click submit. You should now have a safe in the middle of space, and we're gonna go ahead and warp back to that. Now we're gonna use our filament. First we have to set our safety to yellow. If it's green like this, you can click on the green dot and click the partial safety and confirm. Now we're going to open our inventory and we're going to use our border Pochven filament. Right click and use, activate. And now we're in Pochven. First we have to make a save just like before, so repeat the process. Once you're at your new save, we're going to look for a specific site called infestation. It's going to be like a drone infestation. We can see here that there is no such site in this system. It's a cosmic anomaly, so it needs to be green in your probe scanner. So, since we don't have a site, we're going to look for one. So, warp around the systems until you find one. Here we can see I found a site, incipient drone swarm. We also probably need to check our dscan filter here because we need to be able to see NPCs. In our corp we have a filter called ratting plus dscan filter. It will show NPCs, as you can see. If you do a 5-degree scan on that site, you'll see it has these rogue drones. Now we need to set up a safe just like before. Once we're at our safe, we're gonna descan the site again at 5 degrees and still see if there's no one else there, just drones. Okay, so once we're ready, we're gonna make sure our sensor boosters are turned on when the script loaded, and we're also gonna make sure we have the right ammo, the long range ammo. Then we're gonna warp to a distance to this site, this drone swarm. I pick 70 in this case. We're also gonna make sure we're on the right tab. We have a PvE plus foes tab, and this will show NPCs, which we normally don't show on our PvP tab. Our range is 88 to 97 kilometers. Now when we're landing, we can see that there are NPCs here, rogue drones, and we can see what distance they are from us. We warped at 70 and they're about 84. That's perfect. Now we're going to align back to the safe we just made and start locking up the closest one. And we're going to start firing on the closest one. We're also going to activate our Microwarpdrive because, as you can see, these rogue drones are moving quite quick. They are getting closer, but you also need to make sure you can kill at least one of these. And once one of them are killed, that's enough. You've gotten enough standings so that you will be able to be Triglavian positive. Now we can go ahead and warp back to our safe. We'll wait a bit at our safe, and when you will get a notification that your standings have changed. You can open interactions and see that we have gained standings with Edencon and Triglavians. And as we can see now we're above 0, which means Triglavians won't attack us. Okay, last things, we're gonna get out of Pochven, so we're gonna open our inventory at our safe and use our glorification filament. This will put you in a known space system. It could be low sec, it could be high sec. In my case, I get really lucky and land in Trek, which is pretty close to Jita. If I check the route here, I am 6 jumps from Jita through a few low sec. And that's how you make it back to high sec.